Girl, talk to the talk.
I'm sorry, if he doesn't wipe, that's not even an ick. That's just a please get away from me. Like that.
Hey, Girrrltalk.
It's us again. Also,
Katie.
sorry we're like so majestic with this like.
I know this fan. It's hot as balls in these dorms.
Ooh, look at this. I'm like,
Ooh, okay, people.
someone make an edit of this.
Just kidding. Wait, before we get into it, new setup. Period.
Hopefully we'll keep this for a little bit. I think
She's
it's
cute.
It's very like us. Also, shout out to Jamie. Thank you, Jamie.
Yes,
I still do have your
Jamie.
ring light. So our topic today is very girl.
What is it?
And by girl, I mean boys. Like that was good. Literally about boys. We're talking about boys.
Icks.
So
well,
I'll say something about icks. I think icks can be super like annoying in a way because it's like sometimes people are like, oh yeah, I have an ick that he like ties his shoes. I'm like, then you don't really love this person and you need to get help. Like that's not.
what do you want them to wear? Skechers? Like,
No, I do not want them to wear Skechers. I was just about to be like, that's an ick, but I literally shut up. Like, I lose brain cells every time I like exist in the world. Anyways, so I feel like people don't understand that icks, like, I mean, I just think people take things too far. Like, oh, I get an ick whenever he drinks out of a straw, or oh, I get an ick whenever he runs. Like, so do you like anything he does? Because that's.
well, when you think about running, there are some runs that I'm like,
You don't want to see me run ever. like you do not. Like you do not.
How do you run, B? Please.
I don't even know how I run, but I know it's not good. Like I know it's not good. I don't run.
What are you running from? Like, what are you running?
Literally, I'm not. That's the thing. Like, you don't want to see me run because then something is wrong. Because why am I running? Slow down.
You're running from those icks. That's what you're running
Oh
from.
my god. Okay. Well. Oh, sorry. So.
Just take me out.
What are some of your icks, Kitty?
Some of my icks. Ooh. What would I say? Oh. Please wipe.
I'm sorry. If he doesn't wipe, that's not even an ick. That's just a please get away from me. Like
That's
that's
not
not
even.
even. That's
Go to a psychiatrist. This is why you shouldn't give the mic to me because I will start talking about how people don't wipe.
okay. I'll talk about one of my icks. So, as we know, the way I talk is very like snatched. Like you know what I'm saying. Like the way I talk is very chronically online, which is.
You're chronically online.
I'm not chronically online. It's just how I talk, okay? I'm not chronically online. I'm not a Discord mod. I'm not sitting there with my fedora on being like, hi, kitten. Like, that's not me. I'm not doing that. So, it's not me. One of my biggest icks is when dudes try to act smarter, like talk smarter than you. Like,
Ooh,
I can't stand
ew,
it. Like,
actually,
it's literally the most annoying thing ever to me because I talk like I'm very like girly pop. Like I'm very just the way I talk. Like y'all know this
You're
is a
just that
podcast. Like I'm just that girl
girl.
talk. The way I talk. Period. Girl talk. Duh. And I feel like sometimes maybe that's an ick for men, but like I'm not living
If
for men.
that's
I'm living
Ick for men. Bye.
My literally least favorite thing in the world is when dudes are like, yes, well, I actually own 5 cows and I write poems in my bedroom every night to fall asleep when I have my gown and cap on with my little candlelight walking through the halls of my castle. I'm like, shut the fuck up. So yeah, so I think that's one of my big icks is just like I just hate when dudes are like trying to act smarter than you. And that like goes in with mansplaining and it also goes in with like gaslighting and low-key just, like, being, like...
That part.
Thinking that because you're a man, you're, like, way better than the woman. Like, I'm so sorry.
And
like...
So that's
just not the
true.
case. That's just not the case, babe.
That is not
like,
the case.
I'm really
that's not
sorry.
true. Case closed because you
Ow.
are...
Sorry. Ow, that really hurt.
Because you're literally wrong.
Yes. Like, I love a dude who talks like me.
Yeah, period.
Period. Like,
Literally, period.
Love it.
You know what I hate? An ick. Actually, as I was saying, like, there's nothing I hate more than when a man, like, gets his ego crushed so heavy that he's always like, you'll never find anybody better than me.
Are you okay? Because some dudes, I just can't. Like, I just can't. Like, I'm not even gonna get into
that.
it. I just
Like,
don't get it.
If you're saying that to me, obviously I will find better. Like, that is so crazy.
If you're saying that, good. I literally don't want you anyway, so thank God that I will not find another one of you, because I don't want it.
That is why there was an end to this. Like, period.
Literally, period.
Like, I will find someone better. And, like, period.
Yeah.
Like,
also, not even find someone better. I'm better on my own than with you.
Better without you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take a shower, you smell.
Right. Next one.
Red flags.
Oh, this one is like you
Blue
only...
bed sheets.
Okay. What?
Like, I feel like every man has blue bed sheets.
Okay, so then every man is a red flag.
Yeah.
Okay, true. No, this one you wouldn't know unless you were like on a date with him or like you were like out and about with him or something.
I have one that continue.
When they're so rude to like service people or like waiters or like cashiers, like
I hate that.
Ew. Like, why are you treating a random person like that? Like, that's so like
Period.
I don't know if this is just me being like amazing.
No, but like,
I like to try and be extra nice to those kinds of people because you never know what kind of day they're having. Like, trust me, I worked in a restaurant, I worked in a bakery, I worked in retail, I worked in a gift shop, I worked in customer service, I worked in a thrift store.
Oh,
I'm literally Trish from Austin Alley because I have had 500 jobs. Like, I know how to treat service people, and you should too as a normal human being.
Like, even if you haven't worked that, like, in that, like, area at all, like, you literally should just be kind. Segueing into being nice to people, my mom is, like, my ride or die.
This part.
My ride or die, that is my best friend.
This part.
Like, you have to love my mom. You have to get along with my mom and be kind to her. If you were even the slightest bit rude or disrespectful, that's it. You're done. Bye.
Also, like, listen, I know everybody's got their own issues with their parents or whatever, but, like, if your mom is, like, actively trying to be, like, a good mother to you and you're a to her, like, I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm so sorry. Your relationship with your mother tells a lot about how your relationship with other women is going to be.
Yeah.
And I just, like, men who think that, like, just because they're a boy, they can, like...
just act however they want and try to have like almost like this facade of being like, oh, this macho like guy, like he has to put on this tough guy act. Ew. I don't know if this is a red flag. Oh no, this could like maybe segue into our green flag combo. But like when they don't know the sidewalk rule versus when they do know the sidewalk rule.
Yes.
I feel like it's very important when we've forgotten about it.
I agree.
But it's a very important thing for me.
I agree.
Anyways, to segue from that into our green flag convo.
Obvious green flag, they pay for things. Like,
Period.
I hate a man who's like, oh, do you wanna split this or are you gonna get it? What?
Yeah. Are we like talking about like first dates here?
I'm talking about basically anytime. Unless it's like
unless you're
in like a real relationship. Like,
yeah.
I know like this is like my ex and I like all the time would like flop between like who's getting coffee today, who's getting this, who's getting what.
Yeah.
Because we had been dating for like a long time.
Yeah.
So it's like, hello, of course we're gonna like alternate. But like if you're fresh in the relationship and you're going out,
and he's like,
he should be paying for it, girl. Like, and if he's not, get a different boyfriend.
If he's not, stand up, raise the standard. Like, when he can listen to you yap.
That part, when he yaps with you, though.
When he yaps
like,
with
when you can yap back and forth at each other, and it's, like, so chill, and, like, you're, like, vibing.
And it's not,
like,
too
so
much
fun.
to the point where it's, like, stop yapping.
When he yaps with you and then listens to you.
Why is that the bare minimum?
Green flag. The bare minimum. Beige flag. The bare minimum.
He's a 10, but he doesn't clip his toenails.
Ever?
Like, he'll, like, his mom will remind him.
6? At least he does it if his mom tells him to.
I can't. He's a 10, but he doesn't like peanut butter and jelly. That's a deal breaker.
No, that's fine for me, but like, he's a 10, but he has a peanut allergy. I eat too much peanut butter for that. Like, I really do, and I don't think I can sacrifice
He's
that.
a 0 at that point.
Like,
He's a goner.
I
like,
eat
one
too
kiss,
much
out.
peanut butter for that, so if you do have a peanut allergy, please steer clear away from me, because I will be probably eating peanut butter.
But we still love you, though, if
Well,
you
yes,
do have peanut allergy.
I hate when people are like, ew, you have a peanut allergy.
allergy.
He's a 10. He's a 10, but he's the same height as you.
Ooh, I'm 4'11".
I'm so sorry.
I love my short kings. I love y'all.
Yes.
I love y'all. There's nothing wrong with it, period. I've dealt with being short my entire life. I stopped growing in the fucking 4th grade. Don't say anything, B. Thank you. Anyways, I stopped growing in this 4th grade. I'm looking at you.
I'm not saying anything.
So I'm like, period. There's nothing wrong with it. They could have had the same exact thing. Would I personally date a man who is also 4'11"?
She's thinking about it.
So I'm gonna have to pass.
I love a sit down, get food kind of thing. I like to do that with my friends, so I feel like that's a very like chill, like we could maybe be friends or we could be dates where you could be this or we could be that, you know what I'm saying? I love a cutesy little restaurant date. Like, I love that. I love to get dressed up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of vibe. But I also love, like, this would not be a first date at all. And I don't even think this is a date when it gets to that point. Laying in bed and watching TikToks together. I'll cry. I'll cry about it. I will cry about it. My favorite days are lazy days with my boo. Where you just lay in bed all day and watch TikToks and watch movies.
So we do that.
It's time. Anyways, so that's probably gonna be it for this episode.
Hey guys, we did it. Episode 3 done.
Girl, we gotta go.
Girl, we gotta go. Okay,
bye.